Hello, young viewers. Welcome to yet another episode of the Youth Show. In this show, we talk about the various struggles, the various problems faced by the Gen Z or the Gen Alpha, be it career opportunities, be it placement problems, be it workplace problems. We have got the solution to each and every one of them. So, if you are someone facing these kinds of problems, do follow our channel. Professor Alex, one of our viewers have commented on our video that the actual job tasks is quite different from the promised job role and the promised job description. So how does that person transition to doing their domain specific tasks without spoiling the relations with the manager and the HR?
Okay, this happens quite frequently. Actually, it happened with me even when I was 24 years old, working in Canada in a big telecom firm. So my job description initially was a project manager once I got a promotion from a developer, but I was told to do the work that normally a financial analyst does, which is basically SAP reporting, creating reports, budgets, presentation, which are normally a finance officer does. Now neither I knew SAP nor I was a computer engineer, computer science engineer, I was not a finance expert, but I was told to do that in addition to my role as a project manager. But I took it as a challenge, and 1 month it was hell because I did not know SAP. I had to learn SAP. I did not know much about finance, although it was a little bit more of a common sense presentation. It was not that difficult, and me being good at math, I didn't find it so difficult, but I had to learn finance. After 1 month, when I learned all this, and also I reached out to the finance controller of the telecom firm, and he really supported me, explaining how the project financials work, how the reporting is done, and what are the commands in SAP, and how to get the proper reports. And I worked with a database. I created a database because my earlier person did not transition, like KT, knowledge transition, to me properly. So I had to start from scratch. I also talked with the senior project manager who explained to me how the project functions, and between the senior project manager explaining to me how the project functionality and the controller explaining SAP and the project financials, and with my knowledge as a computer science engineer creating the database, and making sure all those two work together, having good presentation skills, it took me 1 month, 1 month of hell, 1 month of hard work, 14-16 hour works, sleepless nights, tension, anxiety, stress. But I actually grabbed hold of the concept, and I started being quite good at it. And I told my program manager and my director that okay, I'm doing this, which the work you have given, finance role of a finance officer, but please also give me projects. And when I could impress my boss, my senior program manager, he started giving me projects. So from this lesson I found out that yes, if you are given tasks or a role that is not completely your job description or the role that you are hired for, my advice based on my own life is don't say no to your boss, but you do that work and try to do it quite well. And then once you can do it quite well, then you can request that why don't you also give me the role that that is with I'm passionate about. So if you can have that good rapport with your boss, if you can show you with your work, yes, you will get the kind of work that you are looking for. But again, this, first of all, it requires tremendous hard work to take on those dual roles and learn something new. And secondly, you have to have a good rapport with your manager or with your boss, right? Nobody ever fought with their boss and won. So it's and of course, if you have to fight with your boss, then it's better that you get a job offer in some other company and then you fight with your boss, because often if you fight with your boss, you might be terminated, right? You might be sacked. So even if you go that route, better to have another job offer in hand before going for a confrontational route. So I think I have got success doing the dual role, the hard work way, and I suggest that. But of course, the second option, confrontational option, can be approached if the role that you are given or the task that you are given is completely out of line. There is no way you can do it, or ethically you can't do it, whatever being the reason. Then you can go for confrontation. But my advice is, get a second job offer before going from a confrontation.
Thank you so much, Professor. I'm sure thousands of employees globally are facing this problem, so this will definitely help them.
Sure, glad to be of help. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. See you soon.